There's a time in every man's life where a man must go back to church. Roll that intro. Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day, for 100 days, we're doing with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, it's very late where I'm at. I'm trying to record a couple in advance because I got family coming over, but you know, who cares about that? It's day 47 in my book, and we got ourselves a nice little deck request here. We're taking a look at pure Bystial, or as close as we can get to pure Bystials, without going into too many crazy things. We do have some other small engines for things, but that's for consistency's sake more than anything else. But we're playing a Bystial deck. We are trying to go for our Yubel and Dragon, searching out all of our various monsters. We're very counter chaos with this deck, very counter any sort of graveyard setup of my opponents. If we're playing against Light Darks, we have a very high chance of just completely shutting down everything they're trying to do. But we got ourselves our Bystials in about the wazoo. We got Yubel and Baldrake and Sarni or Druisworm. And of course we have the ultimate boss that nobody remembers, which is Albalos. So we're going to be going into today's episode. We're going to be going first and or second. It really depends on how the hands go. It hands for different things. And we're going to be showing off how this deck works. We'll be banishing stuff, summoning giant monsters. We got synchros. We don't really summon the fusions, but we have them for things. It's mostly synchros and a couple of exceeds and a link or two, and a lot of main deck beatdown. So we're going to be going into it thanks to Mr. Popo. You gotta have two Misters there. Mr. Popo, Destroyer of Worlds, who wanted us to take a look at a Bystial deck today. So we got ourselves our deck. We're going to go into EDO Pro. We're going to show off this deck. We're going to show off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. We'll have ourselves a good old time. So without another word to be said, let's get right into the action. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. And with this deck, like I said, we go first or second. We'll go ahead and try to go first and see where this goes. And, okay, I mean, Albalos is sadly in our hand. We actually don't want him in our hand. He's more of a put him in the deck, or put him in the grave from the deck sort of situation there. But we'll see where this goes. We have Nadir Servant, which is always a good start with this deck. Really helps us get things set up. Garu lets us draw, and Maximus is going to realize that I don't have an opponent with an extra deck, which is not good. That's not good at all, actually. I kind of need my opponent to have one of those. Let me think about this. Okay, we'll use Serenir. Okay, I can still work with this. We're up against a Monarch player, so this is like one of those few decks we don't do as well against just because of that. But let's go ahead and summon out our Baldrake. Baldrake will activate his effect, or not Baldrake, but Serenir. When he's sent to the grave, we can send a card to the grave. We're going to send Bystial Rebellion, who, other than Albalos, is our boss monster. He's our main search engine, and, you know, he's a cool dude. So we're going to summon this dude in defense mode, because he's a big tanky boy. And we're going to use his effect. Going to go ahead and search out one of our cards. And since, see, if we're up against Monarchs, I would say that branded Beastie is probably our best bet here. I would say. All right, well, sadly, that's all we have. If my opponent had an extra deck, we'd be doing way more. But unfortunately, my opponent got a Monarch deck, which is not good for us. But we'll see where this goes. Are we going to see some, whatchacolumns? Literal columns? Is this Mech Knights, perhaps? I can't imagine Mech Knights would not play an extra deck, though, so I presume this is Monarchs. I have a hard time believing this would not be Monarchs, but we'll see in a minute once he stops setting spell traps. We shall see, indeed. And I can still summon Albalos, but sadly, Albalos, surprisingly really potent monster. He negates anything summoned from the extra deck, and in fact, he negates rituals, too, so anything that's not a normal effect monster will be negated by Albalos. It's a pretty beefy dude. Pretty beefy boy. And he can also just... Trap heavy. What on earth is this? Is this Runix? I have a hard time believing this is Runix, but it could be. I think it's just another one of those yesterday or earlier today, whatever you want to call it. Nothing but, like, anti-meta troll nonsense and things. Let's see. target a card my opponent controls and blow it up, but I kind of want to keep this guy on the board for now, so I'm not going to do that. Let's just banish Baldrake so we have another monster on the board, just in case. We'll get Serenir here. And I could summon Albalos right now, but we need to wait a little longer. So, Kaiju, interesting. Ooh, that could be very useful. Let me think about that. Let me think about this. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and summon out Shinobi Necro. Not to be confused with Necrolink Kitty, because this guy's actually useful. So we're going to summon out our tuner monster, and because we have light and we have dark, we're going to go ahead and summon out the Chaos Angel. Normally we don't get the synchros until, like, you know, you need to do some setup and things to do the synchros first, because with a lot of the Dogmaticas, you can't use extra deck while you're doing that. Okay, that could be worse. If that hits a Necro, I can, like, get it on the board right away. What are we up against? This is Sarka? Oh, it's some kind of nonsense. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let me think about this. Let's activate Nadir Servant. Since we've already summoned Chaos Angel, we should be good there. Gonna go ahead and ditch ourselves an Entis. Get ourselves an Ecclesia the Virtuous. That way we can, you know, interrupt my opponent's stuff. Let's see what kind of face downs he has. We'll see what he's got. I mean, I have branded Beast still. Called by the grave, you say? Okay. Fine. Alright, go ahead. He's really confident about keeping this one alive. That tells me I want to destroy that one. Alright. Well, that being the case, let's go ahead for Ecclesia the Virtuous. And go ahead and pop this when I need to. I'm going to start off with Ecclesia the Virtuous to get myself some more cards. You know? Like I said, the main idea of this deck is I want to go for the Bystial right now. But I don't have enough Bystials on the board because I need to have 2 Bystials on the board to summon Albalos. We're getting there. We're getting there. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to go for Branded Beastie Boy. The fact that he protected this at all tells me it must be useful. What is this? Aha! I knew it. I knew it. Alright, let's send another dude to the graveyard. Doesn't really matter who at the moment, but I'll send Drew's Worm. Just to get that guy out of here. Okay, let's go for battle. And now that we know he has Infernal Reckless Summon, we will not be attacking with Chaos Angel until it is time to do so. Because if I do that now, he's going to kick my butt, and I don't want my butt to be kicked. I know how Infernal Reckless Summon works. Or not, it's wrong card. This is Inferno Tempest, old school tech. Alright, well that's annoying, but, you know, I can't be destroyed by stuff because of reasons. Now I can, though. Gosh dang it, you and your little field nukies? Field nukies, I tell you. What, are you gonna give me the big kaiju and hope that I do damage to you? Is that your plan? Is that your whole shtick? Could be. No idea. Could be. No, he's just gonna go for basic things. Good old Jizakuru. Dang, if only I could get Albalos in the graveyard. Or at the very least, I could just get a couple of my monsters on the board. Kind of the kicker with this deck. Alright. I can summon you whenever. The problem is, without an extra deck, Maximus's whole usefulness is kind of kicked. Dang double field nukies. Not a fan of that. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna get yourself another kaiju? Why would you? Okay, just back up. Okay. Okay. I just want to summon some Bystials. The game is changing in such a way. Every time I want to do something neat, my opponents are like playing around it, because now Bystials are like a meta-ish deck. Maybe not meta, but there's certainly a tech in a bunch of different decks, like branded especially. So people prepare around that. I'm not even trying to do that. Let's see. That's a 10 star, so I can at least do something here. Let's go ahead, banish Angel. Kind of wish I had another Angel right now, but I don't. Just gonna have to go for other things like Maximan, and I could special summon Synchron. I will simply normal summon him. Because why not? And we're gonna summon our other synchro monster, who is not a light dark, but he still works. Good old Shang Ying. For everything that's banished, his monsters get weaker and my monsters get bigger. Granted, he's gonna die in a second because of kaijus, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought. How much damage is that? Just shy of Inferno Tempest. Beautiful. Alrighty. Alrighty. So not quite going how I wanted. Like I said, if my opponent had an extra deck, this would be going completely differently. We would have Albalos going and be kicking this dude in the rear. But unfortunately, he did have no extra deck. Probably straight up to counter, you know, exactly what I'm trying to do. Huh. Alright. Regek indeed. Now I just need a monster. Branded Regained could very well help me here. Because if my opponent summons something, I can revive a Bystial monster. And I didn't send Magnum Hut to the grave, which hindsight, I could have done that, but it's okay. More important is that we just start getting some branded on the board every time my opponent tries to summon some nonsense. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on one second. He has Eater of Millions. He has no extra deck. You know how much you're gonna have to banish to summon this thing? This doesn't banish from the grave. So I don't know what you were thinking, my brother. I also have no idea where the Sarko of Light comes into play. I guess this is somewhere going around with what's his face? The Gandora that the Light Sarko has. That's the only thing I can think of anyway. So let's go for Ecclesia. Although Virtuous. Get a punishment. Because, oh yeah, he mailed Fleur de Lis, didn't he? But one thing that really would have helped right now is if I had a gosh darn Fleur de Lis. Let's attack into this thing and just see what it is. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's like a flip monster or something and I can call by it or something. That would be good. Necroface. I should have known. Should have known. It's fine. We're pretty... I mean, I've got Dogmatic Punishment. I don't have anything giant for a Jizukiru, but we'll see where this goes. I have some big monsters. I mean, no, I have Das Peter. I've got Peter. He can take care of a Jizukiru. He can do that. Okay. You know, this is an interesting little back and forth me and my opponent do. You know, he's like an anti-meta deck. I'm playing meta-ish cards, but not in a strategy of the meta player. So we kind of bounce off each other in a good way. Kind of, sort of, if you get my meaning. You know, it's not a bad duel. It's actually pretty. I mean, I know it's a long duel, but it's also not a bad duel. Let's see. I will Dogmatic Punish because I don't want this on the board. Also, I don't want to sit here all day. So let's go ahead and send one of the cards. Shove this card into the deck. That might be the option here. Or I send Lulu Waylith and get more stuff. I think Lulu Waylith is probably the card here. Just because in end phase he will get me more things. And I'd like I said, the duel to continue onward. So we'll get another Ecclesia. She's used up all of her power, but you know, she's got a big old hammer. And hey, Druid's Worm is here. So maybe. Let's go ahead. And my opponent surrenders. Alright. I mean, fair. Probably was gonna wipe him out this turn. I mean, I have all the numbers I need, but I wish he could have at least tried to summon Albazo. But we're gonna, despite how long that duel was, I know this will be a long episode. We're gonna go for a couple more duels because there's still a lot this deck can do. We didn't get to show it all off because no extra deck. That's a thing with Maximus. You need to have an extra deck for your opponents. But regardless, good for first duel. You get an idea of what we're trying to do. Get lots of light darks in the grave, my opponent's grave, what have you. Banish them, and then go for giant dragons and things. That's what this deck does. So let's go for duel number 2. Show off more what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And I prefer first. We'll see where this goes. Okay, he has an extra deck. Perfect. Exactly what we want to see. Although for some reason Albalos is still in my hand. I mean, I can summon him from the hand. But like I said, I prefer him to not be in the hand. That's the kicker in the shins, is that I don't like him to be in my bloody hand. Albalos, what are you doing? Brother, what are you doing? You know, we'll get this guy out somehow. That is going to be the focus of this turn. I don't care about nothing else. I just want to see Albalos on the board. Which is going to be hard because I only have one Bystial currently. What can you do? All right, let's go ahead and send Lulu Wayleth, which I usually send, and we'll send somebody else. In this case, I'm going to send... I'm going to send somebody that I won't care if they get sent. We'll send Das Peter. We'll see what this guy's playing in his extra deck. I assume he doesn't care about it too much if he's only playing 9 cards, but then again, if it mattered and I ditched cards, okay, he's playing a dogmatic something too, or something of the nature. What did he send to the grave? Relinquished Anima. Okay, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and use Baldrake. We'll banish that Garra, because why not? I can banish cards from my opponent's graveyard too. And we'll summon out Baldrake. Sadly, he is the only monster we have, but I can tribute Maximus to negate summons, so that's a thing. And I can't summon extra deck this turn, so let's end our turn and let Lulu Wayleth do his shtick. He's gonna summon out my third Ecclesia the Virtuous. There you are. Hello. How's it going? And we'll get ourselves nice and set up for next turn. Like I said, I refuse this episode over unless I summon out Albazos. You know? I want to summon this guy. It's not that hard to summon, honestly. Just a couple more honestly, one more Bystial, and I would have summoned this thing on the board right now. But unfortunately, the deck didn't want to do that. But with any luck, next turn, that's what we're going to get. I feel like, for some reason, I'm missing... Maybe there's a branded fusion that I could have sent to the grave to get a Bystial, but I don't remember seeing one. Samsara. That's Yubel stuff. Okay. Not a good matchup for us, but we'll see here. Yeah, this only stops extra deck stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Yubel is actually a pretty hard counter to what we're trying to do here, because they don't care about the extra deck, like, at all, pretty much. It's not really their shtick. Going for... Okay, you have Pain in your hand already. There's no reason you wouldn't already have it and summon this. Okay, Mature Chronicle. Every time Yubel is summoned. Why you didn't play that first, I'm not sure, but you didn't. Not 100% sure, but that's fine. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes, brother. It's all good. Okay, so the Yubel is on the board. Currently doesn't do anything unless I attack it. So I'm not, like, worried about it. It's more of, like, an annoyance than anything else. Then again, if he has the favorite trap, he can fuse with my stuff, which would not be good. Wouldn't be good. Then he... Oh, but he's got Super Poly anyway. Okay. Das, what happens? Das not gut. But then again, Nibiru's gone now, so could be worse. Could be worse. Okay, so this thing, I forget. I literally just played this thing like an hour ago. Why am I not forgiving? Can't be destroyed and you take no damage, but it can be targeted. Okay, that's all I care about. Okay. I'm going to special summon Fleur de Lis in defense mode. Not that it matters, but I'm going to put him in defense mode. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case, we'll see where this goes. All right. You got your Yubel, the loving defender forever. Summon a Yubel from the grave. Okay. Okay. My opponent, he seems to know what he's doing reasonably well. Yeah, the Lotus will come back and he can tribute that off for Yubel to keep it alive. But he doesn't have Pain, and that's the most important thing. If he had Pain, this duel would be over, more or less, because he could just ram into my monster, do damage. My opponent seems to have forgotten. Oh wait, no, I have forgotten. Memphis did an oopsie. My monster's just gonna get destroyed and banished and burned. That's a mistake on my own part. Okay, I messed that up. Kind of forgot about that last line of text. Also thought you were, like, good against special summon monsters, but I guess I was wrong. Wrong as dong. All right. Well, that's that does throw a wrench into my plans, for certain. So we'll see where this I mean, yeah, that's gonna get you another counter. Yeah, I should not have summoned that boy out. Oh, hey, I was just thinking about you were branded. I mean, that's cool and all, but you're not really helping me very much. Can't be destroyed by card effects. I mean, I could blow up Yubel, but the problem is that blowing up Yubel is like kind of what they want you to do. So I think my only option here is to kind of turtle up for a turn. Hope for the best. All right. But rebranded will still work. I get another draw, so maybe that'll help us. Okay, drew his worm. Maybe. Oh, pardon me. Okay. So I'm going to banish some Samsara Lotus, because that thing's just annoying. We're going to summon Drew's Worm. This just sends cards to the opponent's graveyard. It does not do anything. So am I locked out of the main deck? No. And I can still synchro summon. Potential there. Let's see. This card's sent for the field of the graveyard too. And okay, that could potentially work here. Let's go for Assault Synchron. Depends on what this last card is, but I think this could work. What we're gonna do here is synchro these two off, summon out Psyframe Lord Omega, and we'll use Drew's Worm to get rid of the Loving Defender because it's the more annoying card right now. And I have other Drew's Worms to get rid of the Yubel. You got something? You got something, sir? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. I got a lot of somethings too. I'm talking. Let's see. And a bench card to your hand. No, I made a goof. I think I made a goof. I forgot about Mature Chronicle. I'm not reading the. I'm being such a noob today. I am just like not reading the cards. I'm not reading the cards. You can just recover some Sarlos. Then again, that could play into our favor too. So we'll see. So we're just gonna end our turn here. Here's the plan. He's gonna draw into his card. He's gonna get back a card here with let's see, standby phase. So you put target a banished card, return to the graveyard. Wait, target, let's see, this card is in your graveyard. Yeah. Let's use that standby phase and put this back in the graveyard. So now that he can't recover it. Okay. That sucks. Dang it. He had to have the imperm too. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, that's my own fault. I should not have banished the Lotus. I completely forgot about this stupid thing. Well, that's not going to do. Can I banish you? I would appreciate it. Nope, that's not how that works. That would have been nice, but no. Now he's going to get that. He's going to get his pain. And that makes things immensely more difficult for us. But, and it's a big old but it's a but nonetheless. So if I go for Bystial Drake, let's see, but I'd rather have Drew's Worm. Actually, I probably shouldn't have summoned either of these because now he's just gonna, well, it doesn't matter. I think I've lost this one, regrettably, because I can see this in my head. He's gonna tribute this for Spirit, get the pain, and then he's gonna ram them both into me for like lots of damage. So yeah, that was a total oopsie on my own part. If I hadn't banished this thing, then this duel would still be well up in the air. Well, unfortunately, one misplay has cost me everything. Oh? Really? Do you have pain? Why would you get this? I mean, I get why you want this, but why do you want it now is my question. Because this still doesn't work when you attack into B, brother. That's not how the Yubels work. I don't think he understands. It's like I'm making the misplays, but this guy's really not reading his cards. Granted, the Eternal Favorite is still a nasty card. He can still fuse with my stuff, and he still has the Lotus. tis what tis. Get another counter on your magical chronicle. All right. Okay. Man, at least the duels today have been very interesting. Ooh, Sorrow Near. You're exactly what I wanted. All right. Let's see here. Let's activate Sarnir. I'm going to actually, you know what? This time I am going to do this the right way. We're going to banish the Samsara Lotus here. That way it'll get banished. Oh. An effective eternal favorite has been activated. Tag out Cypher Lord Omega. Alright, we're going to banish here the Lotus. We'll summon out Sarnir. And this will activate the effect of Regained. So now, I'm going to put the Lotus on the bottom of the deck, and I get to draw another card. Yeah, he has no cards to discard, so he can't fuse with me anymore. Sounds good to me. Sounds pretty dang good. Sounds pretty dang good. Let's see. Yeah, he can bring back a Yubel monster from his... Wait, is this a Yubel monster? I don't think it is. That is, though. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah, my opponent summoned a monster. Let's summon another monster. I see no reason why not to do this. So we're going to summon out our Bystial Baldrake. He did not use a monster effect, sadly. I kind of hoped he did. Let's see here. Monster effect is activated. Detach material, negate, and inflict 1,000 damage. See, this would normally be good here. Let's see. Can't be destroyed, take no damage. Can't be destroyed, take no damage. Can't be destroyed, take no damage. Dang, all of these can't be destroyed, take no damage. A lot of not enough damage my opponent is taking. So, what we're gonna do here... Man, I wish you would help. Let's see. Detach material, take a face a card. No. Bowser would normally be my go-to here, but he sadly does not work. So what we're gonna do is tribute these two off. We're gonna summon out the Bystial Albalos, because come hell or high water... Oh wait, this is negated. That could be very useful indeed. But yeah, we're gonna use Sarnir, and we're going to use a Drizworm. We're gonna just send Yubel to the graveyard, because I don't want to have to deal with that thing. And we are going to send Lubellion to the graveyard. So then we can just summon this boy back to the board. He didn't use a monster effect, right? No. I'm gonna keep checking, even though I know he didn't do anything. And we're gonna go ahead and get the branded Beast. That way, if I need to destroy Yubel, then I can. All right. And it doesn't matter what I do to this thing, but I think maybe summon forth Ecclesia just in case. Just in case. And no, not yet. Close, but not yet. We'll get ourselves a punishment. Not that I want to pop these for various reasons, but just in case. Just in case. I was really hoping to have 2 level 6s. I could have made Bouncer instead, but you know what? Hell or high water, I attack into Yubel and actually do damage. Hey. Okay, this does something when you do destroy it. And I die to myself. Okay, you know what? That was balls to the walls and it was fun, okay? It's a fun duel. Okay, it was a weird duel, but that was a good one. We both messed up our stuff on multiple occasions. But you know what? We made up for it, and I should have just left this thing alone. I should have just left it alone, but I didn't. Okay, but regardless, we take a loss. It's fine. We at least summoned our boss, and you understand, against a heavy extra deck, this thing can be absolutely lethal. So we got time for one more. Let's go ahead and for one more duel, and we'll see where it goes. Alrighty, everybody, duel numero 3. We're gonna try to go fast with this one, just because this episode's a bit long. I apologize, but I really wanted to just see what my opponents are doing today, you know? You know, sometimes the duels are long, and sometimes the duels are short. What are we up against? That's bad for mostly the reason that most dinosaur... Oh, wait a minute. I was about to say this is gonna be hard because dinosaurs, but then I'm like, oh wait, it's water source? Is that a word? Water source? Maybe. I mean, it's bad that he's not playing Light Darks, which is our bane, but he's playing a Hydra-geddon. I remember when these things came out and they looked cool for like 10 seconds, and then people just abandoned them. Okay, so he is playing like regular dinosaurs, of course. Oh wait, Overraptor's a dark. Ooh. I mean, anything that allows me to get started, I'll take it. I wish you were a dark, though. I mean, look at him. Why is he fire? I guess it's the soul fire, but come on, he's an undead zombie dinosaur thing. Could have at least made it a light type. Light attribute, whatever. Point being, sir, miscellaneous source is still in the hand, surprisingly enough. I don't know why he said it. Okay. Slow start for the dinosaur player. Let's go ahead and servant our nadir, as we do. See if we get Ash Blossom. Now, if we do, that's kind of hard, but I do have Lebellion, so I can at least get started. So, you know, could go either way. What does it do? Discard this card, add a bonding H2O. Cool. I'm going to pretend like I remember what that card does. I know it summons like Big Dragon, but I don't remember the I think it requires like a whole bunch of stuff to do, if memory serves. But let's go ahead. Good old Dragma. Good old Maxi Boy. Dogmatica Maximan, as we call him. Maximan! And we'll use his effect. We'll see what my opponent's cooking up. Trap trick? You silly duelist! Tricks are for kids! Alright, but what is he going to set? He can set any trap and play it in the same turn. That has to be a normal trap. So, I'm guessing Imperm? That would be the logical guess. Or Ice Barrier. Attack is declared above your monster. Change the monster's attack to 0. Send a level 5 or higher, then add a water. So basically, he can search any water monster that he chooses. So let's ditch Luluwaleth. Let's ditch Entis, because why the heck not? I don't see a reason not to do that. Alright, if we ditch Lubellion, I can get my Serenir. I can get Albalos real early. The only problem being, if it affects my bench is covered with monster, something destroy a monster control. That's the hard part, because Sathana. I'm gonna pop the monk. And the reason I'm popping the monk is because I want to leave things clear for everybody else. Because if I don't destroy this thing, like if I destroy this in battle, it's just gonna use Sathana's effect, and then I'm gonna have troubles. Oh? Frog? Okay, Frog is Fraug. Okay, I can't really do much about Fraug at the moment, but okay, you do you. So this card, dinosaurs are unaffected by activate. I don't care. I'm not trying to affect a dinosaur. This is not a dinosaur. This is a funny looking dinosaur. That's a funny looking dinosaur, young man. Alright, but yeah, there we go. We're baiting out the Sathana. That was the main goal of everything. Now that that's out of the way, we can do other things. So Monk of the Tenyi, ditching that dude. Fine by me. Let's go for Druzworm. We will banish his barricade board blocker because it is in his graveyard. Summon forth the Druzworm. Alright. And then we'll ditch our Lebellion Dragon. We activate him. And I could get Magnum Hut too. I mean, that's normally what you do with Magnum Hut. You search him. He searches you in the end phase. He's more of a going first dude, though. It's more of a going first guy. So we're going to go ahead and ditch Natis. She's done her job. Let her rest in the banished zone. The banished zone. And we'll go for Lebellion. And I already have my Befallen, which is going to be really useful. This prevents targeting of my Bystials by banishing stuff. And where's Albalos? There ye are. There's my dude. And let's go ahead and just do more. Let's see. Thinking here. Okay. So if I get Branded Beast, right? I get Baldrake, right? And I banish Maximan, because he's already done his job. We get out this dude. We use these two to summon forth Albalos. But Chumba. That way, if my opponent does something, I can tribute Druzworm. and pop a card and then send a card to the grave. Big brain smarts. Now, granted, he's probably going to get a kaiju or something, but I don't care. So let's just attack. Oh wait, I forgot about Ice Barrier. I thought this negated attacks. That's not how that works. All right, you know what? That's fine. If I do get destroyed, no. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's only that card effect. Gosh, dang it! I've been playing too long today. All right, you know what? It's fine. I'm more worried about this thing than anything. Well, that's my own mistake for losing Albalos, but you know what? It's what it is. You know, we live with our mistakes, and hey, duel's not over by a long shot. Okay? It's not even close. Do something in the end. You have something in the grave that'll do something? I do. I got Lulu Wailith. He's gonna be summoning out Ecclesia the Virtuous. And then that's gonna let me get my bloody fleur-de-lis, which I have on good authority is just Ecclesia in an armored suit. Even though she has a sword now, but I guess that's what you do when you get in an armored suit. You switch weapons. I don't know, what's more effective, giant glowing hammer or presumably big sword with shield? I guess it depends. All right, but here's our board. We've got our Ecclesia. We can negate anything if he tries to do extra deck stuff. And he's going to get the bonding spells again. Okay. Okay. What does this do? Bonding D2O. Tribute do Twerton and Oxygeddon from hand, in, or field. Summon Water Dragon or Cluster from wherever. Gotcha. Cool. I guess. And let's see. Nah. He's just gonna summon out. What's his face? He's gonna summon that shiny dude. If I remember I can't remember his name. No, it's Petite Pterodon. Destroy by card effects into the graveyard. Summon a level 4 higher dinosaur. Okay, I can deal with that. I've got Drew's Worm for that. Because that was special summoned. Okay, and Hydrogeddon. He's gonna try and run over Ecclesia, as one does. But that shouldn't be a problem. Not really. Because I can pop this, send this, then neither of them are going to be a threat to us at all. Alright. Is this only during the main... it is only during the main phase. So I kind of have to do it now. So let's ditch Drew's Worm, pop Hydrogeddon. Unless you have something else you can do that I'm just not aware of. But I don't think you are able to do that. And then we'll use Drew's Worm, get rid of the Petite Pterodon so that you can't pop it with things. Alright. And hey, he has a monster from the extra deck, so I can still summon Fleur-de-Lis. So, you know, we're in a pretty good spot here. I know I lost Albalos. That was my own fault, but we're making it work. Alright, Ice Barrier, you say? Okay. Ice Barrier, what do you want to get? A Kaiju? No. Water Dragon Cluster, and then you get a Water Boy back. Okay. Get Water Cluster. Okay. I just cannot remember. Listen, I don't remember what these guys do. I can't help it. I don't have any bloody clue as what these things do. Ooh, Branded Regained. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Very nice. And I still have Nadir's Servant, so they got some stuff. Stuff and things. Another trap trick, you say? Tricky. Very tricky. What are you going to get now? You can't do another Ice Barrier. You already sent one of those. Survival's End. Destroy as many normal monsters as possible. Summon a level 4 lower dinosaur. Up to the number destroy, but destroy them during the end phase. Basic on the graveyard. What? I mean, I guess. Let's see. Let's go ahead and activate our Nadir's Servant. We need no extra deck here. Let's go ahead and ditch. Who do we want to send here? We are low on choices. I guess I could get Omega back. Yeah. Let's send Omega. Get in Ecclesia. Ecclesia will switch us some more stuff. And I can also use Omega here to get back Albolos. Even though I don't need to do that, but I prefer him to get out of the graveyard. I just prefer it. Alright, let's go ahead and use Rebellion and get things going. Let's use him. Let's get Magnum, but we haven't even seen this guy. He's like the face of this archetype next to Lubellion. So, like, let's get him going. Let's see who we banish. Luluwaleth, you've done your job. Thank you. Thank you kindly, sir. Thank you kindly. I'm gonna banish a card. I'll search in the end phase. And I'm gonna draw right heckin' now. Very good. Very good. Ooh, triple tactical talents. That'd be great if he actually did anything. That would have been awesome. All right, let's get Lebellion because, you know, he'll get me more stuff. Not that I've already got all my stuff on the board. All right, let's go for our Ecclesia the Virtuous. And I already forgot what this does. Summon a low 4 dinosaur from the deck with the number of stroke returns. Okay. I mean, I still don't know what that's gonna do for you, but okay. And I can't use Fleur-de-Lis, but that's fine. I don't require Fleur-de-Lis at the moment. So let's just battle phase. See where this goes. Let's attack in the Monk of the Tenyi. And hope he doesn't have any more, like, Tenyi cards. Okay, he does not. Good. Okay, so that ought to be... It's not game by any means. I mean, he still has plenty of life points. He still has a card, and he still has a hand. And a graveyard. Which is something we normally try to avoid, but, you know, we didn't. So, end phase. Let's go Magnum Hut. Get Sarnier. That way we can summon him. Link things off. Get Albolos back on the board. Because that's what we want to see. Albolos, 24/7. So long as Memphis doesn't, like, forget to read freaking Ice Barrier. I mean, he's a dragon. If you think about it, dragons are weak to ice. That's just Pokemon logic for you. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go ahead and summon out a Druid's Worm. I could have summoned Magnum Hut too. I don't think it matters too much at this point. I know I'm being a little cocky about it, but come on, if I ditch this, I can just get rid of 2 whole cards. End of the main phase. Yes, sir. I'm gonna ditch Druid's Worm. Get rid of this guy because he's the problem guy. I can't let Hydra get in battle because if he does, he can summon another one, and that can attack. And I have 2 Ecclesias, so that's a 3rd one. I can't trust that. I just cannot. Ooh, triple tactical stuff. I really don't have any targets left for that, but it's nice to know it's there. Alright, banish a Sarnier for a Sarnier. That'll work out. Very good. Draw another card. And this is what Bystials is about, folks. It's just, you know, you banish a bunch of dudes, you draw on the cards. I haven't even gotten, like, my tuner. Where's Zombie Necro? Or that guy. I would have loved to have seen him. I could have made, like, Chaos Angel. That would have been really cool. Yeah, tribute off our Sarnier. That way we can get Albolos. Because while that will be less damage, I don't care. I just want to see Albolos back on the board, as he deserves to be. Alright, we'll special summon this boy. Again, hello, here he is. And I think this will be enough to finally end this duel. Because lordy, this has been a long one. I apologize for that, but, you know, it's a good day for the Bystials. The Bystials did their job very well. And we got to win with the boss monster of all boss monsters, so I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead for the end screen, talk a bit more about this deck, and remember this time to give the deck list. Alrighty, everybody, so more or less, pure Bystials went 3-0, which is better than I was expecting, especially considering, like, our final opponent was barely using Light Darks. But, you know, it's a deck that works fairly well against different opponents. It's kind of like playing, what do you call them, Allies of Justice. If we're up against certain attributes, we do good. If we're up against different attributes, then it goes a little down, but we can still function. Okay, we can still function. Even against opponents who don't use the extra deck, we can at least function. If my opponent's using, like, water monsters, we can still function. And the deck works very good, you know, but it very well pairs with the Dogmaticas. I didn't want to go too hard into the Dogmaticas, and I'm glad I didn't. Really, it was mostly about, like, Maximus and a little bit of Ecclesia. For the most part, our deck was all about Albolos and Lubellion, summoning these big boys on the board, getting our continuous spell traps going, banishing my opponent's graveyard to do multiple effects. the works. And you know, it's a nice little deck. You know, we can even summon from the extra deck, which is what most Dogmaticas never do. So that gives you the distinction that this is not Dogmatica. My boys, this is Bystial. That's what this is. So hope you guys enjoyed. Real quick, here's the deck list, and then we'll get right into saying what tomorrow's deck is. So for the main deck, pretty straightforward. We have Bystial Albalos at 1, 3 Lubellion, because you never play less than 3 of this dude, 1 copy of Fleur de Lis and 1 Maximus, 3 copies of Druid's Whim for getting rid of stuff, 1 Magnum Hunt because Konami are butts. We have 3 copies of Saronir, 3 copies of Baldrake, 3 Ecclesia, 3 copies of Shinobi Necro, 1 copy of Assault Synchron, 3 Nadir's Servant, Harpy Feather Duster, triple tactical talents at 2, triple tactical thrust also at 2. We have Foolish Burial for just sending things to the grave, Tuning, which searches this out, and mills cards, Called by the Grave, and we have Branded Regained. For traps, we have 2 Dogmatic Punishments, 1 Branded Beast, and 1 Branded Epiphallen, which never did anything, but if I needed it, it was there. For the extra deck, we have things like our Salamangreat Almirage, we have Luster Soldier of Chaos. For our Exceed monsters, we have number 24, Dragulus, the Vampiric Dragon, as well as Photon Strike Bouncer. We have Psyframe Lord Omega, Beals the Diabolic Dragons, Sword Soul Sovereign Shengying, 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Bystial Dispeter, 2 copies of Despian Lula Wylith, 1 copy each of Natis, Garuda, Titaniclad, and we never needed him, but he was there, Granola the Dust Dragon. As for the side deck, I did consider like Beelzebub the Diabolic Dragons, which you can make in this deck, and he's just a cool dude. You could honestly like take this dude out and put this dude in. It doesn't matter. It's just extra icing on the cake. So that's today's episode, everyone. I apologize. It's super long today, but sometimes my opponents just refuse to die. That's just how it goes. But tomorrow will hopefully be a little shorter. I really hope so, because, well, it's going to be long in other ways. We're playing Skull Servants, baby. Specifically, the Phalanx Pike variety. We're trying some new things, though. So it's going to be a little less on, like, giant numbers, because I have less skulls this time. But we're trying the Light Sworns, because there's lore reasons. There's lore implications here. So we're going to be taking a look at some good old-fashioned Skull Servants with the Phalanx Pike, and have a good time with that. But for today, thank you very much for watching. Your boy Memphis signing out. Till next time, y'all stay safe, you stay happy, you have a good one.